I came up with Little Guitars intro, the Spanish-sounding thing, and I bought a couple of Montoya records, and I'm here, you know, and I'm hearing this guy going finger picking. I'm going like, God, this motherfucker is great. I can't do that. So what I did is I just kind of listened to that style of playing for a couple of days, and I cheated. What I did, you know, Steve Lukather, you know, the guy from Toto?
Yeah.
He was in the studio when we were mastering it, you know, cutting it down. And he's going, how the fuck did you do that? You overdubbed that, huh? And I'm going, no, I didn't. Here's how I did it. What I'm doing is trilling on the high E.
With your index
and just slapping my middle finger on the low E. You know, and then when I hit the C, I go to you know, I just think it's funny. If there's something that I want to do, I won't give up until I can figure out some way to make it sound similar to what I really can't do.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, are you playing 2 parts at once there, or 3?
What?
In that song, are you playing 2 or 3 parts at once?
What do you mean?
In Little Guitars intro.
You mean the Spanish thing?
Yeah, right.
That's just one guitar.
No. Are you playing, it's like you're playing 2 or 3 separate parts.
I'm doing...
The trill?
I'm doing the trill and pull-offs with my left hand. You know, if I had a different guitar here, here's what I'm doing with my left hand. Drop the phone. And all I'm doing with the right hand is this.
I got it. Where did you compose that?
At home. What do you mean where? At
Well,
home.
just listen to Montoya, huh?
Well, I just listened to it a little bit, and, you know, actually, I mean, the guy's good, but every fucking song he did was like...
Yeah.
You know?
Sounds like, yeah, real dramatic.
Well, yeah, but it was all the same stupid chords, you know?
Yeah. In the other part of Little Guitars?
Huh?
In the other part of Little Guitars?
But I don't understand what you mean.
When you did the electric part of Little Guitars?
Oh, yeah.
What effect did you use in the beginning? It really sort of just...
Okay, I used a miniature Les Paul that I custom made by a guy named Dave Pecholat.
Oh, at the Pick and Parlor?
Huh?
At the Pick and Parlor in Nashville?
No, he just works on his own, I think.
Is he out of Tennessee?
Yeah. He was just at the show tonight, too.
Oh, really?
But I don't think he just works out of his garage or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that what you used on the cut? On the record?
The whole song is a miniature, you know, the guitar Billy Gibbons plays.
Yeah, like the Chiquita.
The Chiquita, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this guy, I actually had this guitar over a year ago before the Chiquita ever came out. You know, and last year on the bus, I came up with, you know, little guitars, you know, that song. And, well, the whole thing is played on that little guitar. And I'm using a chorus, you know, a Roland chorus echo job set on the chorus thing from the very beginning. You know.
What about in the guitar break?
Which part do you mean?
Near the end.
In the very end?
Yeah.
That was you mean the part that goes like this? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
That part, that was my regular old faithful red striped garbage Strat.
Is that, when I first met you, you were playing a black and white Strat.
That's the same guitar that I'm still using now.
You repainted it. I see.
It's
Yeah.
the same guts. Everything's the same.
Is the pickup still stuck in there with matchbook covers?
The same pickup. It just screwed right into the wood. I'm telling you, to me, man, it works. It sounds better to me when that pickup is mounted, screwed directly into the wood as opposed to suspended by springs.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I might be crazy, but that guitar sounds better than fucking anything else I've ever bought or built or owned.
Yeah. The full bug.
Uh-huh.
Does Dave play the acoustic guitar and harmonica?
Yeah, he plays the intro.
And the harp too?
Yeah.
Yeah, your lines in that song are more sophisticated and they sound more worked out, almost fusiony.
You mean in the middle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've been doing a lot of stuff. Like, you know Allan HOLDSWORTH?
Yeah.
I jammed with him at the Roxy.
I heard about that.
Oh, yeah, it was fucking great. I kind of wrote a tune and came down in the afternoon and got them to play it, you know, because they asked me if I wanted to jam with them. And I said, well, shit, I can't play the kind of, you know, offbeat stuff you guys do. So how about playing this? You know, it was a riff that, I don't know, it kind of went, you know, something that was their style, but more my influence type of thing. And, hey, Allan is such a fucking nice guy. He, you know, he spent the night at my house and we started talking, man, and he's got 2 kids and a wife back in England, and he's selling equipment to fucking pay the rent. And he came over here for his last chance at trying to make some money playing. So some groupie cunt chick whose father is rich flew him and his band out here and, you know, got him some gigs like at the Roxy and Golden Bear or whatever, and, you know, places like that. Man, I started crying. I couldn't fucking believe it. So after I jammed with him at the Roxy, I'm saying, my God, man, you're too fucking good to just be, you know, pissed away like this. He was selling records at the door.
You're kidding.
Yeah, he's not even on a label. So I fucking called Ted, our producer, and I said, God damn it, check this guy out. He is hot, you know. He might be a little out there, you know.
Uh-huh.
He might be a little spaced out, but anyway, I got him signed to Warner Brothers.
Great.
You know.
Good for you, man.
I mean, I just had to help him, man, because he's the only motherfucker that I get off on.
You're the first person I ever heard talk about him.
Well, you know, that shows you how much I like him.
Yeah.
I love the way he plays. You know, no, I think nobody ever even knew who he was until I started talking about him.
Yeah. What appeals to you about his playing?
Pardon?
What appeals to you most about his playing?
Just his... I don't know how to explain it. He's got feeling. He's got a fucking ear that's unbelievable. I mean, you could play any chord change you want, and he can improvise over it. But at times, I got to say, he does get a little monotonous, you know, with his, you know, he never stops.
Yeah.
You know, and I talked to him a little bit about that too, because I'm going to be co-producing his album.
Uh-huh.
You know, which is going to be a lot of fun. And
wow.
Allan is such a fucking nice guy. It's unbelievable. And he's just being fucked around. He's been fucked around by EG Records or something like that, and somebody owned his publishing and this and that. And I just took him to our attorney, and I said, listen to our attorney, you know. And so I think his deal's just about wrapped up with Warner Brothers.
Great.
I spoke to him, I guess, about 2 weeks ago, and he says, you know, he's fucking happy as shit.